Hi everyone, welcome back to Kat's Book Corner, where we talk about all things book and bookish. This is my extra video I promised I'd do. I just have been really busy, so it's waited until we were back home. And I'm not in my room because I didn't feel like it, so I'm just outside in like a different room. You probably remember this room. I filmed a couple of my logs for my reading vlog for Onyx Storm and Iron Flame in here. I recorded a couple of them here, and I think I did a couple other videos during the summer over here. I can't remember properly, so I might have or I might not have. I don't really remember. But I decided for this to be a fun little game I'd play before I do like my other video I was planning to do when I got home. But it is a 20 question book tag where I answer just some book questions. Some have an answer that's a book, some don't. So let's get into it. Question number one is, how many books are too many in a series? Now, I think the most I've read, like currently, is 7, and it's been the Harry Potter series. I read 7 of those books, and that was fine, but I'm also in the middle of the Zodiac Academy and the Shadowhunters series, which are like 27 books. I think that's too much. Like, I think too much is probably like 7 to 10 is just the right amount of books. I feel like you're kind of milking it when you get past that. But I don't know. I'll answer this question again much later once I get it deeper into the Shadowhunters and into the Zodiac Academy and see if like it's worth it. I don't know if it will be, but it'll be fun to check, which I'm not really sure. I love a good 4 books or 3 or just 2, because it's kind of hard to find books like that. Like, I'm in the middle of so many series that are more than 4, and 5 is normally where they would end, and it's a little too much sometimes, that it feels a little overwhelming that I have so many books that I want to read and I don't have the time. So it does make me a little anxious that I'm not going to get to finish all of the series I started, which I hope not, because I really would like to finish most of the series I'm in the middle of. They can't be all bad, and I really want to get there. But yeah, so I think 7 to 10 is the sweet spot. If it gets to be more than that, you might be milking it, or you might have a fantastic idea and it needs to be this long. So I'm not sure, but I will get back to you all about the series that I am in the middle of, to see if as many books as I have are worth it. So we will see, because I'm not sold on there needing to be that many books. It just seems too much in my opinion. Okay, question number 2. How do I feel about cliffhangers? I love them and hate them at the same time, because a good cliffhanger is just always good. They're really good. They make you want to continue. I'm trying to think of a good example of a cliffhanger. What's a good one? I can't think of a good one off the top of my head. But oh yeah. The cliffhanger in Infinity War, when half the world just disappears. That's a perfect cliffhanger, because it makes you want more, but it also doesn't leave you with so many questions. The cliffhanger in Onyx Storm. it sucks. It sucks so bad, and I want the next one really, really bad. But it's not the end of the world. As much as I want the next one, and I want it really, really bad, it's not the end of the world for me. Which is a little annoying, but yeah. But some cliffhangers I don't feel are necessary. Like, some just don't work as well for me. Like the cliffhanger from what's a book that I've read that had a cliffhanger I didn't really like? I mean, this is just me being petty, but I didn't like the cliffhanger in Metal Slinger. It's me being petty because I didn't like the twist because I guessed it. So this is just me being petty, which is annoying, but it's true. I didn't like that one. They're just, cliffhangers are so good, but sometimes they're like so bad, but they're also really good. Like the cliffhanger on Onyx Storm, it was bad and I hated it, but it was so good. It made the book so good. Like, it made me want to reread it again and see if I could put pieces together that I didn't think about before. It's just, it works so, so well. And I really, really love it. I mean, some books don't have cliffhangers, and that's fine. Especially if they're part of the series. It makes sense that some wouldn't have cliffhangers. But, like, I much prefer there be a cliffhanger if it's in the series. Because I feel like it makes you want to continue the series. Or, like, if not a cliffhanger, then give you, like, a goal for the second one. So you know what you want to follow. Like, that's what I think happened in Validated Fortune. They gave you what the second book would be about, but it wasn't, like, a complete cliffhanger. Which was nice. I liked that. Okay, moving on to the next question. Hardback or paperbacks? I love a good hardback. Like, I have plenty of hardbacks. All my Harry Potter books are hardbacks. My Fourth Wing books are all hardbacks. I have a bunch of just other random hardbacks. But I love, love, love a good paperback. Those are my favorites. Especially, like, when they're floppy and stuff. They're easy to carry around when they're paperbacks. Like, I don't have to worry about, like, the hardness. Like, I can just flop it around, hold it, like, easier. It's nicer than a hardback because it works better. And I really, really like that part of it. Hardbacks, well, they're fine. Hardbacks are mostly fine. It's just, I don't like when I'm opening a book, like, it to hurt my hands. Because that's what hardbacks do sometimes. Sometimes when I open it, they kind of hurt my hands. Like, when I'm trying to hold it. But with paperbacks, I can, like, fold them. Like, and fold them so I can, like, read better. So, those are, like, they're easier. So I like them more. But the hardbacks, they look so nice on my shelf. So I really don't know which one I would pick. Because hardbacks look really nice. And I like to put them on my shelves. And I use them as, like, bookends. Is what I've been using the Harry Potter books for the past couple years. But I also just love a good paperback. Like, I can't really pick between that. I think they're really nice. And they're my favorites. So, yep. On the hardback versus paperback debate, I'm team paperback, even though I love a good hardback because they look really pretty. Okay, favorite book. I have two. It is... Where are they? Six of Crows. Which we all know, this is one of my favorite books. Because it is just awesome, and it follows the heist of the century with 6 very good people. Like, it's got Ingen and Kaz and Matthias and Nina and Jasper and Wayland, and it's just, so good. And we get most of their POVs. I think we don't get Wayland. I think that's the only one we don't get. I think so, at least. I don't remember. Like, we definitely get Nina and we get Matthias. I know that. And we get Kaz. And we get Jasper. So I think Wayland might be the only one we don't get. which is fine. Well, you don't need Wayland. Like, we get enough of him, like, from Jasper and everyone else. It's so good. And it's such a good book. It's one of my favorites. And y'all know I bought Crooked Kingdom, so I'm going to have to read it eventually. But, like, it's so good. I love it so much. It's just, it's so good. Okay, moving on to the other book I picked. It is The Mind Death. This just recently, well, not recently. It's been almost a year since I read this. But this has just, this has been my 5-star, like, list and, like, my top list for not that long. It's only been it's been almost a year, but, like, and it's just so good. It follows Logan and Lana, and Lana's a serial killer, and she's killing everyone who destroyed her and her brother's life. So I support her in all of the things she do, even all of those murders. And then Logan, who's her boyfriend, who's the FBI agent who's investigating her. It's so fun because Logan loves her. And Lana's like, oh my gosh, I love him too. And even when Logan figures it out, he's like, well, that seems fine. It's just, it's so good. And, like, I had to close it and I couldn't read it for a bit because it made me sob. And, like, I finished it in one day because, I needed to finish it, like, so bad. It needed to happen. Because I think I was, like, I got to, like, here when I would normally, like, take a break. And then I was like, but I want to finish it. So I spent, like, the next 3 hours finishing it. And I went to bed at, like, 4:30 in the morning because I wanted to finish it really bad. And that normally doesn't happen to me. Normally I can close the book and, like, wait until morning. I did that with Onyx Storm and Iron Flame. But I couldn't do it with this one. So, this one's just special, apparently. Okay, moving on to my least favorite book. This shouldn't be a surprise to anyone, but it is New Moon, which is the second book in the Twilight series. I hate this book so bad. It is awful. It sucks so bad. Because I can't DNF. Like, I literally can't, and it annoys me so bad. I can't stop it. And it's the worst, because I would have loved to have not read this and the other 2 books in the series. But I literally could not stop. I had to finish them for whatever reason my head said. Because believe me, I would love to be able to DNF. But I can't. And it is annoying. It is really, really annoying that I can't DNF. Because I would love it. I would love to be able to stop a book in the middle of it and never finish it. But I can't, because something in my head tells me I have to finish it or something bad's going to happen. And I know something bad won't happen. But you try telling my head that. So it's really annoying. But getting back into this. This book is awful and nothing happens. Literally nothing happens in this book. It is so boring. It's so boring. Like, why do people like this book? I mean, if you like it, all to you. You're great. But I don't like it. It's my opinion. It's just... I can't. Like, I don't understand how you do like it. It's so boring. And, like, nothing happens. You'd think, like... Because the first one, stuff happened. In the third one, stuff kind of happened. And in the last one, the first half stuff happened. And then after, no stuff happened. But this one, the entire book, nothing happened. Like, literally nothing happened. The only parts that I, like, slightly enjoyed, which gave it a 2 instead of a 1, was right before Edward left in the beginning. Because I love the unhingedness of the vampires. And then when they met the Volturi. Those were the only parts where I, like, not kind of enjoyed it, because that's not a thing. But, like, I was reading those parts, like, with no feeling, because I hated the rest of the book, but like there was no feeling for those parts because they were kind of enjoyable, because I love the unhingedness of the vampires. I think it's so fun that the vampires are so unhinged. That's what made Eclipse slightly better in my opinion, because the vampires were around the entire time and they were unhinged the entire time, which made it really, really fun. Okay. Love triangles. Yes or no? I'd say it depends on the book and the characters. Like, if it's Twilight, hate the love triangle. Did not make sense to me for there to be a love triangle. It doesn't make any sense. Because one is the obvious winner, because that's the one the girl picked in the beginning. She's not going to switch, specifically if if the guy has what she wants, which that's what happened in Twilight. If it's like the Naturals, where you meet all of the characters and like two characters are interested in the main girl and the girl doesn't know yet which one she wants to pick, then obviously we're gonna go with that one. Like, those love triangles are good because it makes you interested in both of the characters. Like, I picked wrong, obviously, in the Natural series. Like, okay, spoilers for the series, because I want to talk about the love triangle. I love Michael. He is my favorite character in that series. Although I have grown to appreciate Dean and everything that happens with him. But Michael is just the best. He's the one I wanted to win. But he didn't, because in the second book, Cassie chooses Dean, and she stays with Dean for the rest of the series. Which is fine. Dean has become a good character. Like, I love all the Natural characters. It's just Michael has that little edge of everyone else because he's great. And I love him so much. Oh, he's so good. I love him like so much. So, some love triangles are a yes for me. Like the one from the Natural series, or the one from, what's another book I read with a love triangle that I liked? What other book had one? Well, I don't know which other books had them, but this one is a yes, because I really liked that one. Books that are a no for the love triangle is obviously the Twilight series, because I don't get why it was there. And also, if you add a love triangle, like, several books into a series, like, that just doesn't feel right. If you're adding a love triangle so many books into the series and the main character already has a love interest. Like, a lot of people were saying they want Fourth Wind to be a love triangle. I'm like, absolutely not. Xaden is perfect. We don't need anyone else. Okay, moving on. The most recent book I couldn't finish. Now, if we listen to my entire rant with New Moon, I can't stop myself from finishing a book. Like, it will take me months, but I will still finish that book. And it will annoy me until I do. Like, there are two that I literally want to stop in the middle of, because, like, I wanted to stop in the middle of them, but I couldn't because, well, I can't. And it's Divergent. Also, nothing happens in this book. And I wanted to stop it so bad. I really, really did. I hated it. I hated every second of this book. But I couldn't because I can't. And it annoys me to no end that I can't stop a book. Like, I can't stop it. And it's annoying. Because I would really, really like to be able to stop it. But I can't. It's just, I wish I could have stopped this book in the middle of it and just, like, not read it. But that's not how it works. But at least now I can not read the rest of the series, because I don't own the rest of the series. The only reason I finished the Twilight series after I hated New Moon is because I owned all 4 of them. And they were in my line of sight, which meant I had to read them. Which sucked. But I don't have the rest of the series. I only have this one. Meaning, I don't have to finish it. Because I don't have them, so I don't have to read it, which is great, because if I can't see it, it's not there. So that's amazing. I don't need it, so it's good. The second one I almost couldn't finish was Dorothy Must Die. I finished this for a reason that I don't know why. Like, I read this book, I got to, like, I want to say, like, here. And I was like, this isn't giving me what it promised. Like, this book promised me the stuff it says on the back. It promised me that. I didn't get that, which was really annoying, because that's what I wanted. Because this part on the back sounds really interesting. I want this part. But I didn't get that part. And then the last page of this book says, oh, we're going to do that part in the next book. I'm like, why did you promise me something that you're not going to give me? So that's why I finished it, because I wanted to see if I got that part. But I didn't. Which means I'm going to have to read the second one, because I want to know what happens. So it's annoying, and I hate it. And I wish I didn't read this one. I wish I never picked it up. But I did, so I read it, and it's just, ugh. Okay. Number 8 is the book I am currently reading, which it's been this book for a while. It's been this book for a really long time. It's been this book since March, I think, because I've been busy and I haven't been able to read. So, Immortal Consequences. It's great. So far, I think I'm on page... What page am I on? I'm on page 119. So, and I'm on chapter 12, I think. Yeah, chapter 12. I'm on chapter 12. And I like who it's following so far. I like the characters. When Oliver... What are the other names? When Oliver... Give me a second. I will look at all the names. Emilio. August. And who are the other girls? Irene and Mesco, I think. Those are all of the characters. And they're all great. I love the little, like, duos that they each have. Like, Misco and Irene are together, and they're best friends. And then August and Ren are together, and it seems like they both have, like, slight crushes on each other, but they hate each other. And I always love that in a book. It's so good. And Emilio and Oliver. Well, Oliver seems to have a big crush on Emilio, which is really cute, and I really like it. Big crush on Emilio. And, like, Amelia doesn't really, like, know what to do, but, like, I like that they call each other, like, oh, my love, and it's just, oh, it's cute. And I really, really like that. I think it's really, really cute. And, like, the introduction, because this is split into, like, a couple parts, so, like, the introduction part that I just finished, because I'm on part 2 now, that was, like, really good, with them, like, getting the main focus of, like, the girl being dropped in and then getting pulled back to, like, the evil place, and then them, like, turning the whole, like, test that normally happens into a competition, which means they're all probably going to have to compete because of what they saw. And, like, the whole, like, risk of not winning causes you to, like, forget everything, which is happening to Oliver right now, which isn't good. So it's like, what are we going to do? But, yeah, I'm probably going to finish this really, really soon. So, we'll see. Because I have nothing to do right now. So, I'm home. And that means that I can read without other stuff to do. Okay. Next one is last book I recommended to someone. If you saw my video last week, I actually recommended this one to my little sister. It's Imposters. Now, I said if she liked books, she would like this one. But she doesn't like books, so it's so good. It's called Rafe and Freya, and they're twins. And Freya is like Rafe's bodyguard, basically, because she's the disposable twin, basically. And she's sent on a mission that's supposed to be Rafe, because her father doesn't want the actual twin in the area, because their father is an asshole. And they meet Cole. Cole's great. Like, and then the whole, like, I'm going to read the last page. You're not going to get it if you don't. But, like, there's the one sentence that I love. It's my favorite. I'll persuade him, father. You know how persistent I can be when it comes to getting what I want. How steadfast. A realization flashes across Cole's face, and he drops back into character, turning away from me defiant. It's just, the way he realizes everything, because she says steadfast, and that's what he called her, is just, And the trauma in learning how to be yourself is just, that is so good too. Like, Freya learning how to separate herself from Rafe to become her own person is just, so good. Like, each of them having their own trauma. Like, even Rafe has her own trauma. Because she can't exactly be her own person. Because she has to be able to be Freya, too. Like, they don't get to be their own person. It's just, Like, one's broken on the outside, Freya. One's broken on the inside, Rafe. And it's just, it's so, so good. And, like, there's so many issues in this book where I'm like, how do they get away with this, putting this into, like, a kid's book? This is like, a teen-ish book. Because I read it the first time, because I read this one twice, I think. I know when I bought it. I don't know if I actually read it when I bought it. But I know I bought it when I was in, like, 7th grade. So I was 13 when I read this. If I did. I don't actually remember reading it when I was younger. I might have or I might not have. But, like, they put a lot of serious and grown-up issues in this book. I want to know how they got away with it. And I think the way they probably got away with it is because you're not going to think about it that way if you're a kid. Like, I thought about it a different way because I'm an adult now. So I think about things differently. But, like, I want to know what a kid would think about this one. So, oldest book I've read by publication date. This one, which is The Night Lives On. It is a nonfiction book about the Titanic, obviously. It's by Walter Lord, and it's a bunch of, like, different tales, like, from passengers on the Titanic about, like, what their experiences were, like, stuff that happened, about, like, what happened. This was published in, I think, 87. So, like, way before I was born. But let me check real quick. 86. This was published in 86. So, this one, it's really good. I really liked it. I don't read nonfiction often, so when I do, it's hard to find something that I will love. And this is one of them. I really like this one. I also have a second one. It's The Hobbit. Now, this copy is, like, 2 years old, because I bought this one 2 years ago. But the actual story of The Hobbit was written in 37. So, yeah, it was written in 1937. This one I bought when it came out in this copy. I don't remember when. I bought this copy 2 years ago, so this one. But 37 is when this book was actually published. And it's good. I like it. I like this book. It's The Hobbit. It's the basic fantasy book, basically. Like, this is, like, the first fantasy, which is so fun. Like, The Hobbit is just, it's so good. The songs, the humor, the dwarfs, Bilbo, the hobbitses, Gollum. Oh, my favorite. I love Gollum. Which, he's my favorite. He's so good. And just the dragon being so smug. I mean, it makes sense. His name is Smog. Of course, he'd be smug. But, like, it's so fun. I really, really like it. Yeah. Nothing else. I mean, of course, Gandalf's here, and I call him useless because he's almost like never there when they need him. But I guess he's fine. And then I can't wait to read Lord of the Rings because it's the next book, obviously. So we'll get there eventually, and I'm excited for that. Okay. Newest book I've read by publication date. I have two for this one too because they came out the same year. Obviously, Onyx Storm. It came out in January of last year, and it is amazing, and I love it. Of course, I read it in July of last year. And if you want the actual dates, I have the entire reading vlog. It's split into 2 parts, but I have the entire reading vlog of my journey reading Iron Flame and Onyx Storm, all there. And it's just, it's so good. It's the best, and I love it. I love it so much. It's just, it makes me want the 4th one so bad. Because I read the first 3 in kind of quick succession. I read the first one in March, and I read Iron Flame and Onyx Storm within a week of each other. So, that one was so good. I want to open to a random page and see what happened on that page. Ooh, is the fight. The fight on the island is just... Okay, let's go to another page. Let's see what happens here. I wish you the best of luck. You have mediocre guards. I have 10 lethally trained riders and flyers, 4 griffins, and 7 pissed off dragons. The odds are in my favor. I love this book so much. It made me cry so much. It's so good. I love it so much. It's great. It's so good. And also the second book that I was talking about is The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy. This one also came out in 2025. And I read this one. And it has one of my favorite tropes at the end. I will read you the ending. Not the complete ending, because I don't want to spoil everything. But it has one of my favorite tropes in the end. Let's see. Okay. He hadn't paid attention. He'd been so stupid. God, so stupid. He no longer owned his heart. And it's just, And the thief was unconscious of the crime. It's just, that's some of my favorite stuff. Where, you realize you're no longer in control of your heart. And then someone has it. And it's just, it's so good. I love that so much. It's why it's one of my favorite things. It's so good. But it follows Osric and Aubergine to try and fix Osric's issue and to give Aubergine money to solve something that's happening with a disease. And then once they figure it out, they're like, ooh, let's team up together. Let's have a good team. Which is, it's so good. Okay. Next question. Favorite author? V.E. Schwab, who has written The Darker Shade of Magic, which I've read. And also has written Vicious, which I've read. Both are 5 stars. Both are amazing, and I love them so much. And she's also written Bury Our Bones in Midnight Soil, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and plenty of other books that I plan to read eventually. Because I want to read almost all of her books because I love her writing style. I love it so much. Every book I've read by her is a 5-star. I mean, to be fair, it's only 2, but they're still really good. I still really like all the books. So that it's easy because I like all the books she's written. I don't really have any other favorite authors because I don't really care particularly. I find a book, if I like the book, then the book's fine. But V.E. Schwab is the only one I really paid attention to because of how many of the books I've bought by her. And I bought 3 so far, which is kind of unheard of for me to buy, like, specifically books by a specific author. Because normally, yeah, I'll do that sometimes. Like, I bought a couple of Rena Kemp books, but I don't typically buy a book for an author. This is the only time, like, I buy books specifically for the author, because so far I've enjoyed this author. I've really liked every book that I've read by this author. And, like, they're all so different. Like, Vicious is about superheroes and supervillains, and has Victor and Eli, like, in a relationship, but no, they're not. They just hate each other. And it's just the way it's written, like a romance, is just amazing. And then this one follows Cal and Delilah, like, searching through Magic Land to try and put the bad magic away. And you have several of the other Londons, and you have, like, the issues that Cal has with the royal family and his brother Reese. It's just, so good. And I love it so much. I love the writing style. I think it's great. Okay, moving on to buying books or borrowing books. I love to buy books. I don't really like to borrow books because I like to mark up my books, as seen by, like, I like to mark them up. I mean, of course, the way I mark them up isn't permanent. It's just a bunch of stickies in the book. And each sticky has a meaning, obviously. I can't get myself to write in a book yet. Eventually, maybe I'll be able to write in a book, which will be good. But I can't physically make myself do that because it hurts my heart. So, for right now, I just like to mark them up, like, that way with the stickies. Which is fine. But I can't do that if I'm borrowing a book from, like, a library or, like, a friend or something. So I have to return it in the way I got it from them, which means I can't mark it up. So I kind of just have to read it normally, which I haven't read a book that normally in, like, so long because I have just so many books at my house that I haven't read yet. So it's like I don't need to borrow any because I have so many. So, yeah, I don't particularly like to borrow books. But I love buying books. I have to go on a ban soon because I buy too many books. Like, I have, like, I think 30 I haven't read yet, and I had 2 before the winter. Like, I had 2 books I had left, and then I bought so many more, and now I have, like, over 30 that I haven't read yet, which it's sad, but I love them so much, so it's fine. Okay, number 14. A book that I disliked, but everyone else seemed to love. Percy Jackson. I didn't hate it, but I also didn't love it like everyone else. So, it's a little upsetting because I didn't love this one like everyone else. But, I mean, I guess it was fine. I didn't really like it. Like, I get why people like it, like, following Percy, Annabeth, and Grover in, like, their mission with the lightning bolt. And normally, I like a good mythology thing into mythology. Because I've been so interested in, like, Norse mythology and Egyptian mythology when I was a kid. And I like Greek mythology, too. Like, I like that kind of stuff. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't it wasn't the right time for me to read this book. Because I read this one 2 summers ago. So I was 19, maybe 18. So, maybe it was an age thing. Or, like, maybe I read it at, like, the wrong time. So I really don't know. But otherwise, it was fine. Like, I didn't particularly care. It's just, it wasn't what I expected. I expected it to be a little different because everyone seems to rant and rave about this series, that they love it. So maybe it's just like a first book thing. Like, maybe if I read the rest, I'll like it. And I did buy Sea of Monsters, so we can get there eventually. It's just, I don't know. Bookmarks or dog ears? I do bookmarks because I don't like to do dog ears. I will do it sometimes if I don't have a bookmark available. But the bookmark I've been using for like a while is a picture. This one is my uncle and my sisters at the St. Patrick's Day Parade when we were younger. That's my bookmark. And sometimes if I don't have a bookmark, I will just use my tabs. I'll put them where I'm reading and just close the book. Or if you're like an actual reader, like everyone normally is, you take whatever's near you and you use it as a bookmark. Like I've used hair ties, bracelets, pieces of clothing, anything that was laying around. I've probably used it as a bookmark at some point so I don't have to dog ear. Because I don't like doing that. I think it messes up the way the book like closes. Like, I like it to close flat, and it won't close flat if you dog ear because of the bent. So, yeah, I much prefer it to be a good bookmark. So, a book I can always reread. Spider-Man, The Darkest Hours, Ambiance. I can always reread this one. Because I love Spider-Man. Which makes me so excited to see the movie this summer because, it just seems so good. But, like, Spider-Man, I can always reread this one because Spider-Man never changes. Spider-Man is always going to be Spider-Man. Spider-Man is always going to be Peter Parker. Spider-Man is, like, literally the constant. And I've loved Spider-Man since I was, like, a little kid, like 3. I have loved Spider-Man since I was like that young, which doesn't like normally stick with you often, but it stuck with me, and it's just I can always read this one because it has so many like finite details that I find really funny, but no one else would because they're not like as big as a fan as me. Like it has Jigsaw Jameson, it has so many like other things that I find so fun. Like, let's see if I can open to a page and there'd be something. What's better, pigs or spiders? Like, is that like a little thing about Peter Porker? So it's like, so good. And bonus points, because the first story has Felicia Hardy in it. And if it has Felicia Hardy, then I know I love it because I love Black Cat. She's one of my favorites too. She's so good. It has all the things I love, and it has 3, like, separate stories. So you can read, like, part 1, part 2, part 3, or you can read them in any order, because it doesn't really matter. Because they barely, like, cross each other. You can read them in any order. Like, you could read Down These Mean Streets, then Darkest Hours, and then Drowned in Thunder. Like, it doesn't really matter. You can read literally any of them. And, like, Mary Jane's in this, and, like, they're together, and it's great. Aunt May's also still alive in this, so it's, like, that one's also great. And, like, you get so much. You get so many, like, different things that you never really expected. Which is, it's so good. And I love it, like, a lot. Because Spider-Man is always, and probably always will be, my favorite superhero. And literally everything about him is just, it's great. I love it so much. He's my favorite. Okay. Next question. Can I read while listening to music? Actually, I can. I have, like, this entire playlist set up, like, for reading or studying. Most of it is classical. Or, like, just music with no words. Because I can't do words when I'm reading. Like, I can do, like, let me go, for example, about some of the music I listen to when it's, let's see. Yeah, I got, like, the Avengers theme. I got, like, all, like, Avengers songs, because the score from the movie, it doesn't have any words, so I can, like, read that one. I can listen to those ones. Got a bunch of, like, Avengers and Marvel stuff. I got, like, the Welcome to Tal'Dorei stuff. Like, the Exandria mood settings. I got the ones from Vox Machina, and I got the ones from Wild Mount. So I have those ones. Anytime I can find a score with no words, I normally put it there. Like, I've got the one from Pirates of the Caribbean. I've got the one from The Nutcracker. Or some from Leap, one of my favorite movies. I have, like, the music in that one that doesn't have any words. The instrumentals from a bunch of Disney movies. Like from Encanto and Frozen. I have some of those. I have instrumentals of other songs, which is good. The Game of Thrones ones, because they don't have words either. So I have all of them. The Nutcracker. I love the Nutcracker. Or some from Beauty and the Beast. The Hobbit. Like, just so many. I just have so many, and it's nice. I like all of them. They're good. Okay, next one is one or multiple POVs. I love a good multiple because I think it's fun to get into people's heads. Like Six of Crows, Immortal Consequences. Like the Mind Deaf. They all have multiple POVs. Like you get Lana and Logan. You get the 6 of Immortal Consequences. You get 5 in Six of Crows. Like you get all these pieces of a puzzle to put together, and those are so fun. And they're also good. But sometimes I do like a good single reader. Like, let's see, what was one? Like Fourth Wing, even though there's like a couple chapters where you get Xaden or like Imogen or Rihanna, it's mostly Violet, which is fine. Like I love having a single every once in a while, but I think I would prefer to have dual. Because I like to know what both people are thinking, so I'm not misreading a situation. Because I think I would really like to know what both are thinking. Because I think it's important to know what both are thinking. Because it makes you not draw, like, conclusions that don't make sense, because that's what you're thinking, which is obviously not what they're thinking. So, yeah, multiple I think is better than single in my opinion. Do you read a book in one sitting or multiple days? Depends on the book. Like, if it's a book that I'm really enjoying, I will try and do it in one sitting. Like, The Mind Deaf, that was one sitting. Spider-Man, one sitting. What other books I read in one sitting? A couple of them I've read in one sitting. And it also depends on how long the book is or how short the book is. Like, I read Graceling and Fire in one sitting. Because they're short books. Well, they're not short, but, like, the words are bigger, so the pages are shorter. So I finished them in one sitting. It depends on how into the book I am and if I have anything to do today or when I wake up. But most of the time, it takes a couple days for me to read a book. Like, I think most is normally 3 days for me to finish a book. Sometimes it's more like Immortal Consequences. It's taking me, like, 3 months because I haven't been able to read. Or if I hate the book, it takes me much longer because I don't feel like reading. Which, it's fine. It's just I would much prefer to find a book I like so I can actually read it. And I always like to find a book I read in one sitting, but that also, like, kind of messes me up. Because I've loved a book so much, I finished it in one day, that it takes a while for me to, like, process everything. To be able to be like, oh, I finished that. Like, I have to be able to process everything. So normally I'll take a break the day after. But it's fine. And lastly, a book I've read because of the cover. This is Stealing Embers, and I read it because of the cover. Because the cover is really pretty. So I read it because of that. And it was fine. It's very cliche, tropey, and cheesy, in my opinion. Like, normally I can read a book like that. Like, the Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy. That one's very tropey, very cheesy. But I actually liked that one. Like, what other books did I read that was like that? Well, there were plenty of other books I read that were tropey and cheesy, but I liked them. I don't know what this one was, but this one like felt very, very predictable. Like, I was able to predict almost everything from like the second chapter, which sometimes that's okay. Sometimes I like to be able to predict something, but I didn't want to do that with this one. But I did, and it was kind of annoying. But the cover's pretty. It's just, I didn't really like this one that much, but the cover's pretty. And it has some pictures, so that's fun. But, I don't know. I just didn't really like this one. But there are plenty of others that I liked, so it's not like that's a big problem. But, if you liked this one, this is my extra video. And I will probably post my video from this week, actually, probably tomorrow. This one will get posted today. But if you liked this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, everyone.